Alfino Ksat Presser with Pat Downey, who's coming off his first professional win at Bellator 284. Pat, how are you?
Good man, how you doing? I just spilled my drink, getting a paper towel. How we doing now?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm happy to be talking with you. Well, 6 days since your win. How you feeling?
I feel good, man. I'm just not letting all the congratulations and all that shit get to me. I'm kind of pretty stoic about it, even though I'm celebrating out there. It's more just an emotional release of being a fighter again and getting that whole spiel over with. But I'm kind of back to nothing's really changed. You know what I mean? Same old shit. I'm ready for this next one.
I mean, how does it feel to finally there was so much fucking um just hype for you and anticipation. You go in there, 36 seconds. Like, how does it all feel?
Glad it's over. Jesus. So like the height, it feels like the just talking to my PT guy. It's like the emotional ride of it and like the adrenaline. It's like, damn, finally I can get back to normal life and relax.
You told me before your fight that you weren't nervous at all because you wrestled in front of 20,000 people. Now that it's all over, were there any nerves walking to that cage?
Honestly, man, I nerves aren't the word because I'm walking out to that cage seeing like people I know, Kate ringside, my family, coaches from high school wrestling, Iowa Central wrestling team, old USA wrestling teammates, like, and then like I said, my family, my training partner, roommate Luis. Like I was comfortable, man. We were singing and partying and dancing in the warm ups. Like I was operating right. I had an awesome weight cut. I was super well prepared, and even though there was still some adversities, even once I got out there, uh, nothing could phase me, man. When you're in that Zen zone, it's just your time, and it's like your destiny. It was already written, you know.
For sure. How was your first fight week compared to, wrestling week?
Uh, Fighting shits on wrestling. It's not even comparable. If USA wrestling just took a page out of like the WWE or the UFCs, at Bellator, like the MMA, you know what I mean? These other guys that are making it entertaining. If they just would take a page out of that book and that playbook, man, I feel like you'd see a lot more athletes sticking around. But at the same time, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? We're probably the best era of USA wrestling we've ever had in the history of the sport. So I see both sides of the coin.
Um, Before we even talk about your fight, you went with a mullet. What was that decision?
I don't even know what prompted it, man. Oh yeah, the hair was in my eyes. I was just getting hot. I didn't want to cut the hair off completely. And then I did a poll, and like I had like 3,000 votes on the poll, and like 95% of the people were like, "Yeah, bring back the mullet." And I was like, "Fuck it."
Well, I mean, you look good with it, and you went out there and destroyed this guy. How do you feel about your performance?
Thanks, man. Yeah, I feel awesome. That was my actual goal, and I executed the plan perfectly.
Yeah,
Didn't take any damage in the fight, and went out there and I mean, everybody's downplaying this guy. He was the one who beat the guy that I was first scheduled to fight. He beat that my first scheduled opponent in the amateurs, and then I mean, the guy actually was 0-3 pro, but he had like 15 total fights. So I mean, obviously they gotta feed me somebody like not that good, but they didn't feed me like. I mean, if you look at some of these other guys, they're starting out fighting. I mean, they're fighting fucking mailmen and shit. This guy was a 50. He was a real fighter. You know what I mean? Had USA wrestling tat on him and shit. I was like, all right, he was a big dude, had some range. Um, so I felt really good. I think I whipped his ass faster than anybody else did.
I mean, was it a perfect debut in your eyes?
It was perfect. I didn't get touched. He didn't. I didn't take any damage. I didn't even break a sweat, and then I had so much energy to celebrate. If I would have had a crazy fight, I wouldn't have been able to do all that cool shit with my homie after. All tired. Like, damn, I had to fucking work for that. Too tired to celebrate. You know what I mean? That sucked.
For sure. I mean, what did you do after the fight?
I turned up with my family.
That's
We got
awesome.
lit.
That's awesome to hear, man. With the last minute switch up, were there any thoughts in your head about pulling out of the fight?
Hell no. I was just praying somebody would fight. That was the only thing I said to the dude. I shook his hand. I said, "Thanks for taking the fight."
Mm, gotcha. Well, you wanted to fight in Ireland. I mean, is that something you still want to do? And also, you teased something on Instagram that you might have some fight news soon. Is there anything you can break?
Nothing that's getting broken yet. It is getting broken soon. I'm just waiting on that op and that bout agreement. I don't want to start counting my chickens before they hatch or putting any information out there. But the international cards seem to be full, Ireland included. So I guess that was wishful thinking, you know. And then I was telling you earlier before the interview started, I was going to go to Sweden and train, and kind of got some things putting that on hold. So after Hamzat's done fighting and his team, I'm gonna go check them out and really get some good guys my size like Gustafson and Ilo Latifi and Darren Till, and been in talks with their coach. So I'm looking forward to that, and just let's just say I'll have enough time to properly prepare and develop for this next opponent. Yeah, definitely this year though. Definitely this year.
Is there a possibility that you maybe land on that Long Beach card?
Long Beach.
Mm-hmm.
Where's this one? Up in New York.
In
Long Beach,
in
Cali.
yeah, California.
Nah, I'm keeping this one on the East Coast.
Okay.
So I guess that'll narrow it down.
Gotcha, man.
There's fucking one option left this year. I just broke. Fuck you guys, man. Wordplay in the head. Oh yeah. That's not what I do.
It's all Jedi mind tricks, bro.
Touche. Fair play, sir. Fair play.
I mean, and I did want to ask. There was another, super talented wrestler that fought a couple days before you, Bo Nickel. I was just wondering if you got the chance to see his fight.
I saw he was doing the Contender Series. I didn't actually watch it. I think he choked the guy out in whatever highlight I saw. So that's pretty cool. Another good wrestler. I mean, shit. He's with the ops though, Penn State and shit. I'm not gonna suck his dick too much, so he can get beat up. So whatever.
Technically, you got a faster submission than him, or yeah, you got a faster submission than him.
I said I see your submission, and I went up you 30 seconds, sir.
Everybody was outraged that Dana White didn't sign him, and he has to fight one more time on the Contender Series before he gets signed. What are your thoughts on that?
Shit, man. Dana's the white ball dude with all the money. He wants to see that motherfucker fight 5 more times before he lets him in. He gets his UFC to do so, right? I don't know. I ain't gonna tell that man who he can and can't sign. Shit, I'm over here with Bellator though. You know what I mean? If Dana doesn't sign him, maybe Scott Coker will. And there's also another guy who thinks he can wrestle at the champ weight at Bellator, and all these other guys. They all think they can wrestle and fight and shit. So like, it's cool. I'm glad to be in the mix now. You know what I mean? Obviously, I'm here. So I said it before the fight. I'm gonna make sure the weight class feels me. So all these guys, like, they're all on the list.
Yeah, I mean, you told me before the fight that you weren't going to go out there and box. You were just going to go out there and be a big Khabib, and that's what you did.
I told you, bro. I literally had a plan. That was it.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Awesome, Pat. Well, thank you so much for your time, man. It's always great chatting with you. You want to plug your social media, plug any sponsors you might got? You want to thank anybody?
You too, man. Yeah, man. Thanks for having me on and giving me the opportunity to do so. You follow the Twitter, Instagram at Pat Downey, and then all the sponsors. I'm drinking a fit soda right now. I got my heavy metal forge swinging mace on. I got my boy Simon Sarrell, Major League Moving. And, I would plug Backwoods, but they've been helping me on the sponsorship for about 10 years now. I've been acting these motherfuckers trying to get me a wood sponsor. So, but yeah, I'm going to roll this wood and go to get my recovery games in, man. Thanks for having me on.